Very nice Passport 3350BH, 6,550 pounds, coming in here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. We actually sold this to its one and only original owner, and it sounds like, unfortunately, a member of the original family is no longer with us, so we're just simply not going to be using the RV anymore. Some good news for you folks at home. Now that I've, brightened your day up with that bit of good news, you will find some of the original accessories included that we give our customers here at Haylet RV with this camper right here. Like you see this handy little bucket up front. That's going to have a couple little odds and ends in it, probably like water and electric surge protectors. Although, at the time of this filming, I have noted that the people who dropped this off took the propane tanks and the battery with them. So at this time, it is sitting here with no propane or battery, so you want to keep that in mind. Although we have called the folks to say, hey, did you plan to leave those with the trailer or not? So before we get too far along, I would recommend you give our sales team a call and say, what did you ever find out on the propane and battery on that Passport? Is it included? Is it not included? Either way, just so that at least you know what you're getting into. Obviously, we don't hide stuff and we shoot you straight, because that's something you never could have seen until you drive here. But we're not shifty type folks that are going to hide things until you get here. The good news is this thing has been nicely kept. They used it. They certainly didn't beat it up whatsoever. Like, the cabinets aren't scuffed up, scarred up. Even in the bunk room where kids can be a little more rambunctious, I can't really find anything that concerns me. Got a great kitchen setup here. We'll get to see a little bit better from the other angle, but while we're up top, I want to point out the LED lighting and the central air. We do have central air and heat, and this is a neat little thing. Keystone does this quite a bit. It doubles as both a skylight as well as a way to get some heat out of the RV, because that is a crank open ceiling vent right there. Kind of cool dual purpose feature. As we pan around the side, you can see that kind of helping separate the bunkhouse from the living room is that central either linen cabinet, pantry, whatever you want it to be. And down here we've got a big true U-dinette, which means it is about 7 foot long, it's 44 inches deep, folds down into an adult size sleeper, and there's full storage all the way under it. You will find pleated nightshades here in the living area, and you will find mini blinds for privacy in like the two end bedrooms. Now, what's kind of cool, and this was really, I don't know if it was an industry first, but it sure seemed to spawn a lot of clones and copycats right after this came out. But they made this a bath and a half bunkhouse model, which is really one of the signature calling cards of this floor plan. So whether you're on the road, whether you're at a destination, you always have a quick access direct bathroom right here. Now, what's neat is we've got a toilet and we've got a bedroom. Whereas up front, this means that the master bathroom, the one with the shower, is up front by the master bedroom. So both sleeping quarters have a bath facility right next to them. Now, this obviously has those sort of convertible cube jobs. I've got the back flipped up there. The one, if you want to turn them into lounges, if you want to turn them into a pair of beds, or if you just want to use them like a sofa, you can. That top bunk, 300-pound rated by the way, does flip up and mount against the wall. You might note that little silver job right there where it latches in place. And all the windows back here open for airflow. That, in conjunction with another of these heat exhausting skylight dual purpose jobs, means you actually get quite a bit of air movement and light back here without even turning on the ceiling lights. You will see that the bunk room does have some entertainment hookups against that rear wall. But what you don't see at first glance is the ridiculous amount of storage this floor plan has. And as soon as you open up those cabinets, people always go, holy cow. To give you an idea, this was the foam pad topper they had on top of this bunk. I rolled it up and stuffed it in this compartment to give you a sense of scope and depth and scale. It is ridiculously absurd how much massive storage space they have here. And this is a really smart thing. It's basically another cabinet, but they bulked up these cross members so that it doubles as the ladder. And it is so inexpensive and so smart and functional. I absolutely love it. Now, this does still have a small outside kitchen. It's mounted under this compartment out there, so you maintain lots of sleeping and lots of storage space. You can still sleep 4 people in here because you have room for one up there, and this is what I call a big kid bunk because it's a little bit wider. You've obviously got this bunk here, and then each of these things can fold open into their own individual little sleeping space. Pretty darn cool, you know, so you've got a whole lot of feature and function going on here. Moving forward, if you really need to sleep everybody and their brother and their brother's brother's brother That is exactly where the big adult-sized sleeper here and that jackknife sleeper sofa up front can come into play, but there's some storage below that as well. Speaking of storage, take a look here. So we've got our normal overhead kitchen cabinet. I already talked about the pantry that's right behind me right now. You've got full access to every ounce of the storage below this big peninsula island. You've got doors on all three sides of that thing. But then right by the door, we have another either pantry or coat closet, and then extra storage around the TV. You'll notice that all the electronics are still present and accounted for. And just organically, that TV is angled toward the seating, which is something that at the time that this floor plan came out, bunkhouses usually didn't do that. Bunkhouses had really crappy entertainment setups. So not only does the TV face the seating, but the TV itself is actually on a swing arm to face the seating more directly if need be. I mean, you can make that a true no neck wrecker entertainment, and that is Bluetooth and DVD, by the way. Moving up here into the bathroom area, it is dual entry, so you can get to it from either the living room like I just did, or from the master bedroom. You can see that we've got a shower, not a travel trailer tub, and plenty of room for either long-legged people to use the bathroom or get dressed after you get out of the shower. This is the only Passport floor plan, the year this was built, in the Grand Touring series anyway, that did not have a 60 by 80 queen bed. That is something that trips a lot of people up because they did that in almost all of their other floor plans. This one is a 60-inch wide but 74-inch short queen. However, you do still have the room here. If you wanted to upgrade to a true queen, you certainly could. It should not be a problem. The skin, the decals, everything outside looks great. I can't find anything there that concerns me whatsoever. We already took a little bit of a peek in that pass-through, but I want to peek at it one more time because it's an easy place to get to see the all-aluminum structure that goes into these Passports. It's part of the reason this big, long bunkhouse is not heavy. You know, this thing with 2 slides and a lot of extra length has the weight of a what's called stick and tin type travel trailer with 1 slide. Passports are extremely, extremely light, and as you can see the way that this one has held up, their service records are also pretty fantastic. All of our windows are tinted to help keep the sun out. We do have a power awning. It's actually easy tilt with just 2 fingers, and there is LED lighting at the base of it. As we come around here, one other quick note, this does have a little bit different type of chassis. It's not an I-beam frame, it's more of an aircraft style Z-frame chassis. It's made with higher grade steel. It's called HSLA, high strength, low alloy. Basically, guys, in English, it means lighter, but not cheaper. But on a used RV, you're not paying that new RV price tag, so no big deal, right? A quick peek underneath reveals this does have an enclosed underbelly, and Passports benefit from a kind of oversized 30,000 BTU furnace. It's not 4 seasons, as people like to call it, but it is great extended season RVing. Man, beautiful day. Something else I like to point out, note the bunk depth, the slide there. It's just as deep as the main living room super slide. A lot of lightweight manufacturers will skimp on that bunk room slide out. They'll make it only like 18 inches deep or even only 12 inches deep to save a little bit of weight or cost, and you can see that they didn't do that here. On the rear wall, you have a full outside shower with hot and cold water, but as we swing around the side here, you can see something that Passport really perfected is this low profile outside kitchen, and they still use something almost identical to this today because it works so well. It takes up nearly no space. It allows you to maintain all that huge extra storage inside, so you don't lose that. But the dual wing out countertops, that is really the genius point here. It's that extra little feature that a lot of outside kitchens lack. And you can see how the 2 sort of, sink swaps here. You can use this for an outside sink, or you can use this guy basically as an outside shower right here in your campsite. Now you do have, as we saw inside, that direct entry bathroom, but don't forget this does have a deadbolt. So it's not like it's a big security concern. You don't have to worry about somebody either peeking at you while you're using the bathroom, and you don't have to worry about somebody getting to your kids. Now, a really important thing that a lot of brands will miss is that this has not 1 but 2 black tank flushes because it has 2 bathrooms. And it's shocking how many RVs have a black tank flush for the main bathroom, but on their bath and a half models, it's like they forgot to actually go the extra distance, and Passport doesn't have that problem. Now this is well within the weight range of half-ton towability, or frankly even big SUV towability, but it is long. And something some folks, especially those who are new to RVing, don't realize is a longer RV will sway more than a short RV, especially the shorter the wheelbase of your vehicle. What that means in English is that even though this thing is long, you've got wide stance stability axles. So that will help you cheat the wheelbase. And if you've got a good towing but short wheelbase vehicle, which, you know, a lot of people have, this thing actually won't push you all over the road. Now, you are definitely going to want things like weight distribution and anti-sway hitching, and we have the ability to offer you all of that here at Haylett RV, but none of that appears to be included from the previous owners with this camper currently. So, give us a call, whether it's hitching pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package, deals, RV delivery, and everything in between. We do it all, so take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.